So yesterday we have learnt about V model, right? But it's incomplete. So now see in the first phase, on second phase, in third phase, what we have discussed yesterday, only documents are there, right? These are documents level. In each first phase, second phase, third phase, we conduct a testing in the form of reviews. That is called static testing.
V model. Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah. So static testing means testing the project related documents is called as static testing. But how we are testing the project related documents in the form of reviews, walkthrough, and inspection, right? So now see the other side, whatever we are testing here, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing, where exactly we are doing this testing on the or on the software or application, right? So because at the coding stage, right, the software will be developed. After developing the software, we are doing these kind of testings. So these testings are called dynamic testing techniques. So it means we are actually testing the software, not the documentation. So dynamic means, what is the meaning of dynamic testing? Dynamic testing means testing the actual software. When you come to static, what is that definition of static? Testing the project related documents is called as static testing technique. So here, dynamic testing. So what is the meaning of dynamic testing? We are testing actual software. And what are those dynamic testing techniques that we are used? Unit testing, integration testing, next system testing, user acceptance testing, right? These are the dynamic testing techniques. So we are testing the actual software, but what are the techniques we are using here? We are using unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing. These are the different techniques which we have to use in dynamic testing. So one side one side we can call as a static testing. So just to verify the documentation part and verify the actual software, which is called dynamic testing. So until unless we enter into the coding part, actual software is not ready, right? And what is there for testing? Only documents is one side. So reviews, walkthrough, inspection comes under static testing. Another side, what are those? Unit testing, integration testing, system testing, UAT testing comes under dynamic testing. So these testings, so whatever we have, unit testing, integration testing. So if we want to conduct, we have to know the coding part knowledge. We have to know the programming knowledge skills. So that is the reason we can call it as white box testing technique. Here we testing the code, not exactly the software. So who are doing the unit testing and integration testing? Vinod, are you there, right?
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Who prepared? Yeah, who are going to test the unit testing and integration testing?
Developers.
Developers, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So developers do unit testing and integration testing.
Efficient
So
testing.
after
Yeah.
this, the testers will involved. They perform system testing, and here we verify the software whether it is working or not as per the client requirement. During the system testing, what testers will do? They will understand the requirement. They will write the test plan. They will write the test cases. They will execute the test cases and will find the bugs. And after that, they will report to the developers. So all these activities done during the system testing. So here actual testers involved in this system testing phase. So UAT testing also done by the testers along with the users or customers. We can call users, we can call customers, whatever. We can call client also. So both are, I mean, three terms are similar. Okay. I mean, sorry, three terms are same. So, but terminologies are different. That's it. So, because what are the end user? End user is nothing but finally who is using the software. They are called end users. So, they have to know how to use the software. They will also do some kind of testing before using the software in their environment. So, testers also will help them, and collectively, the testers as well as clients sitting together and do some kind of basic testing that comes under UAT testing. UAT means user acceptance testing. So now let us understand what is verification and validation. It is very, very, very important in interview questions. Okay. So I have
Yeah,
wrote down.
yeah.
So
Verification is under the peer
yeah,
reviews and walkthroughs,
yeah.
business
So
analyst, and
verification, validation. Yeah, right. You're
validation
right.
is under the testers.
Yeah. So verification, validation also I have mentioned here what is the definition of verification and validation. And also I have mentioned what is the difference between verification and validation, right? So I also mentioned here what is unit testing definition, integration testing, system testing, UAT testing. Okay, please refer it. So what I'm saying, static testing, you know
Okay.
that. Dynamic testing also, you know that. Static testing means here
Yeah,
testing the
of course.
documents.
Of course. Wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
I need to clarify on more integration testing. I don't have any about of integration testing. Can you explain us integration
What?
testing?
Sorry.
I need integration. I need integration testing explanation. Uh,
Integration testing.
Integration testing. Yes.
So integration testing is done by developers only, Vinod. So we are not part of that testing. So here, see, I have mentioned here, integration testing means so whatever the modules that the developers develop the modules, right? Single modules. That single modules are going to integrate with another module. For example, you can take one example application like a simple application like Gmail, right? We have a Gmail. I'm showing. So if we have a Gmail right here. So this is one module. Compose is one module, and another is inbox is one module. Starred inbox, snooze, sent. This is one modules. Okay. So what I'm saying here, we are suppose I'm going to compose the mail. So after that, where it will go? If I compose the mail, okay, to you, for example, I'm compose the mail to your email address. So where it goes? Of course, sent items, right? Are you getting my point, Vinod?
Yeah, of course. I'm getting point.
Yeah. So after that, if I compose the mail to your mail address, it will go in sent items. If I deleted that email, what I have said, what I have sent to you, where it will go after deleting the mail? It will go in
Spam.
trash, right?
Stress.
If
Yes.
I want to, yeah, if I want to restore the mail, where it will goes? Again, it will go in sent. So all mails we can see in inboxes, what I have received, right? So everything is interlinked, right? Everything is linked. If I click on this star mark, so where it will go? It is important items, right? So everything is interlinked. So if I composed, it will go in sent. If I deleted, it will go in trash. So what? the developers, what we are what we are doing here. So if I take one module, I develop that module and I integrate with another module. Okay. Compose, I take a one compose module. Okay. I integrate with the sent items. So after that, I integrate with the trash. So developers doing, they integrate. I mean, combine. I mean, what connect. These modules are connected each other. These modules are interlinked to each other. So after that, what developers will do? The developers will go and check the communication between those modules that we have, that we want to communicate. Okay. So if I compose the mail, so they will check if, okay, I'm going to compose the mail, where it will go. It should go in sent items,
Same
right?
blocks. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that communication they will check by using integration testing. Integration means interlink. After integration, how the application will behave, how the application are actually behaving, that the developers going to test it. Now understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So what is integration testing? That is your doubt, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Are you getting my point right? What is integration testing?
Uh,
And
uh,
unit
I,
testing means,
yeah, I got it, of course.
yeah. And unit testing means if I take one module, I'm a developer, right? I'm going to build one
Yeah.
module. For example, Compose. So Compose is a one module, and that particular module I'm going to test. What is the particular module? Compose module. And
The compose
if I
model.
compose, it will work or not. That I'm going to test. If I take sent items, one module, right? So that sent items is working or not. If you take any bank application, one bank login is one module. If it is working or not, that going to be tested by using unit testing. Okay. So integrate. If you take another example, um, like WhatsApp, you can take. If you delete the chat, it will show in undo or what it is. So it will work or not. So unit testing means it will conduct on single module. Integration means it will after integration with one module with another module. After that, they will conduct the integration testing. Integration testing checks that how application will behave, how the application behaving in as per the client requirement. Okay. Now
Okay.
your point, right? So, but
Yeah, I got it, Begum.
it is just for your knowledge purpose. If you
Yes.
become as a tester, you don't need to work on integration testing, you don't need to work on unit testing, because as a tester we will do in system testing and UAT testing only. Okay. But
Okay.
you need just have a knowledge what is unit, what is integration testing, what they will do. Because after unit, after integration, right, we do system testing. So we should know what is unit and what is integration, what they will do actually. So after that, we can take the application and we do some testings. We conduct some testings on application. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm. So here, you have a clarity, right, on static testing and dynamic testing techniques. Static
Yeah.
testing means testing on the application without performing the action. It means documentation. Business related documents are going to be tested. That is called static testing techniques in the form of reviews, walkthrough, inspection. I will discuss with you very detailed about reviews, walkthrough, inspection in this session, in today's session. And dynamic testing means what? Testing on the software. Okay. By
Software. Yeah.
performing some action. For example, here
Yes.
I mentioned, here mention example, right? So you can see, right, name ABC123, address Amirpet, city Hyderabad, state Telangana, and save button, right? So see, user can able to see name, address, city, state, save button in the ABC. For example, it is ABC application, right? And user can successfully register by entering name, address, city, state, and save. What it means? See, in the above example, as per the first requirement, for verify name, address, city, state, save, available or not, we are not performing any action. You know, right? What is static testing means? You just able to see name, address, city, state, save, but you are not doing any actions on this, right? Where you are doing action, where you are doing performing the actions here, right? If you here
Yes.
the text boxes, so that is
Test
dynamic
boxes.
testing. You are doing some
Okay.
action here. You are doing a input
Yes.
for name. You are doing input for address, city, state. Okay, that is dynamic testing. What according to second requirement, to verify whether the user is successfully registered or not, we need to enter name, address, city, state, and click on save button. This is called dynamic testing. Now understand, right? What is dynamic testing?
Yeah, understand.
Yeah. Shall we move in the next concept?
Sure, sure. Carry on.
Yeah. So now I'm going to tell you what is the difference between verification and validation. Up to this topic, you are very clear, right?
Yeah, I am very clear.
Yeah. So next, what is the difference between verification and validation? This question is very important in interview purpose, Vinod. So you should know the points of what points comes under verification and validation. So it again depends on static testing technique and dynamic testing technique. So what is the first point in verification? Verification checks whether we are building the right product. What does it mean? What is so if I just look at the V model again, so here, see, we prepared BRS document, right? And we are checking that document is correct or not. Again, we are preparing SRS document. Again, we are checking this document is correct or not. And this is prepared well or not. And then HLD, LLD document. So what exactly we are doing here? In every stage, we are checking each and every document is correctly written and completely written or not. And this is called as a verification. It means checks whether we are building the right product. Whatever we are doing is correct or not. Okay. What is our ultimate goal? To develop some product. To develop this application or product, we have to follow certain process, like different stages we have to follow. So for example, so different I have S1 stage. Okay, so next S2. Okay, this is we have certain follows like S3. Okay, and then what? And then finally we achieve application. So there should be some process, right? So if we want to build a product, if we want to develop a product or software or application, whatever it is, we have to follow certain process, right? So if you go and cooking some recipe, right? If you want to prepare a biryani, so what you will do? You should follow some process. You should follow some. You should take some ingredients to prepare a biryani, right? That means you are following some process. So this similarly here also, if you want to develop some product, we have to follow certain process, like different stages. So and then finally we achieve application. So what verification is representing here? Verification, so whatever we do activities in every phase which are correctly or not, what we are implementing, that product is correct or not, that comes under verification. Okay, everyone can do that verification. Suppose if I gave some document to you, you can verify that. and if I give some document to developer, they can also verify that. Anyone can do verification. So what is meant by verification? Whatever activities we do in every phase are correct or not. That is verification. Okay. This is the first point what I have explained here. So first point what it is, verification checks whether we are building the right product. Now, so here what I am mentioning here, we are building the right product means what we are doing are correct or not. Okay. Each and every step we have to verify. And here it mainly focus on documentation. If we have 8 documents, we have to verify that. Okay. So verification, documentation comes under only verification. That's why this verification part is focusing on documents only. So what is the third point? Verification typically involves. So whatever static testing technique we have used, the same techniques in verification also. What is the static testing techniques? Reviews, walkthrough, inspection, right? So the static testing techniques will be used in verification process. So these are see these two are interrelated. Now come to static testing. See what is the static testing means? Testing the project related documents. And what are those static testing techniques? Reviews, walkthrough, inspection. Are you clear about this?
Yeah, clear, Begum.
Yeah. So now come to validation part. So what are the points are involved in validation? So if you see the other side, if I look at validation, see when to perform the validation? Once the software is ready. Here we actually testing the software. So during unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing, we are testing the software. Once the code is completed, the software is ready. Validation means checks the actual software and it is working as per the client requirement or not. So this is the first point that I considered as in validation part. So validation checks whether we are building the product right. So whatever we already build, okay, whatever we already build, which is right or not, that we are going to check. In verification, what it is, we are building the right product. Here we are building the product right. So in verification, here the product is not ready yet. Okay, whatever the product we are going to develop, that product is not ready yet. Just checking the documents. So are we building the product correctly or not? Whatever the steps involving is going correctly or not? That is a verification part. Okay. What is validation part? When it comes to validation part, the product is ready. Whatever the product is ready or developed, which is right or not, that we are going to test during validation. So before software is ready, we conduct verification. After software is ready, we do validation. Okay. You got it, my point, right? What is the meaning of first point and here validation first point?
Yeah, got it, Begum.
Yeah, second point is takes place after verifications are completed. See, if I just look at this picture, V model picture again. So after verification phases, okay, after verification phases completed, then validation phases are started. These all testing comes under validation and which is focus on the software, not the documentation. Verification focus on the documents. So we use static testing techniques. But validation focus on the software. That's why we use dynamic testing techniques. Static testings belongs to verification and dynamic testing belongs to validation. If anyone asks you what is static testing and dynamic testing, you can simply say static testing technique means we are exactly testing the documents in the form of reviews, walkthrough, inspection. Dynamic testing technique means we are testing the software by using unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So now, when coming to advantages, let's see what is the disadvantage and advantages and disadvantages in testing is involved in each and every phase. We know, right? So here, if you see again in V model, so here BRS document that we are going to tested, SRS document also tested, HLD, LLD documents also tested. So these we are that whatever the people involved in this project, they people going to test the documents in the form of review, walkthrough, and inspection, right? And after that, coding part will also tested by using unit testing and integration testing. And after the software gets ready, right? After this unit testing and integration testing, system testing comes. So what they will do, actually the testers are involved in this phase. Now testers took the application, and they are going to conduct the testing on the software by using system testing and user acceptance testing. So in each and every phase, the testing is involved, so that the in later phases we don't we get less chances to find the bugs. And what is the disadvantage? Documentation is more, initial investment is more. So why initial investment is more? Why I'm saying initial investment is more? So because in the V model, all the people hide in the beginning itself, right? Along with the developers and testers. Here the activities will go parallelly. If you see again, so here the activities will go parallelly. Suppose if coding is there and unit testing will be conducted, okay? And after that, integration testing will be conducted. So what is the input of integration testing? If you want to conduct the integration testing, then what is the input? Here you see, right, there is a green color mark. So here HLD, so these people will refer the HLD and LLD documents. These are the inputs for integration testing. In integration testing, we are checking the communication between modules, and those modules are interacting properly or not, and inputs are taking properly or not. Are we getting output or not? These things are validated during integration testing. And what is the input we required for integration testing? HLD and LLD documents. And what is the, similarly, as a tester, I don't know the coding part, right? I have to test the application. How we will test the application without having input? Before that, we need to understand the client requirement, how the application will behave, what are the functionalities are available, that we have to know that. For that, we need SRS document. That is the input document for us to perform system testing. Similarly, to perform UAT testing, we need BRS document. So in every stage of testing, we need some input. Okay. So what I'm saying here, so if you want to conduct unit testing, so for that, what is the input for in unit testing? We need a coding. We need a program. So developers will develop the coding and they give input to unit testing. If we want to conduct integration testing, okay, so what is the input? HLD and LLD. So testers conduct system testing. What are the inputs for system testing? SRS document. So user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing inputs BRS document. So these people refer this document and they move next step. So they will refer BRS document and conduct user acceptance testing. They will refer SRS document. They will conduct a system testing. They will refer HLD, LLD documents. They will conduct the integration testing. So after coding, they will refer the coding, they conduct unit testing. Okay, that's why here the green line means input. So here another disadvantage is initial investment is more. So because in every phase, suppose in the first phase, reviews in the sense, reviews they write, reviews in the sense, everybody we conduct the reviews. So everybody involved, like developers, testers, managers, in that case, we hire the people in the beginning itself. Before starting the development, we have developers and testers. But in waterfall model is not like that, right? After completion of few number of phases, the testers will be hired in waterfall model. But here, developers and testers hired in the beginning of software development process. So that is the reason the cost is high, because we have to pay them from the beginning itself, and more documentation will be there. It takes a lot of time. Preparation of documents is not a simple thing. It takes a lot of time to prepare each and everything. So these are the disadvantages in this model. So what are the advantages? Testing is involved in each and every phase. So in the upcoming phases, there are less chances to get the bugs. We have discussed now, up to now, till now, what we have discussed. We have discussed about waterfall model, spiral model, V model. So these comes under software development process. Okay. Now clear?
Yeah, clear, Begum.
Yes. So next we will move on next topic. So here the next topic is static testing techniques. We already you asked, right? What is review, what is walkthrough, and what is inspection in detail.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's discuss these testing techniques. So here now I'm going to copy this post. See, in static testing techniques, there are reviews, walkthrough, inspection, right? So we are going to test the business related documents in the form of review, walkthrough, inspection. For example, if we take review, so suppose I ask you to review the document. Okay. So what you will do normally? So you will read the entire document, whether it is completely or not, all the contents are mentioned or not. That is one thing. So second thing is what? So whatever the content specified in the document, which is correct or not. Okay. So these two things comes under review part. So what is review? It conducts on the documents to ensure the correctness and completeness. That is basically comes under review. So what kind of reviews we do? Requirement reviews, design reviews, code reviews, test plan reviews, test case reviews, right? Normally, we do different types of reviews. So what is the first meaning? Requirement review. Okay. What is this meaning? So it means as soon as we got the requirement from the client, we will review them to understand those requirement better, requirement more. Okay, each and everything is mentioned or not, it is correct or not, we can review that. Okay, clear, right? What is the requirement review? So we got the requirement from the client, and we will go to review that to understand those requirements. So what we are going to review? So in that document, each and everything is mentioned or not, it is correct or not, the contest or not, the contest are complete or not, that we can review that. And what is that? The design reviews. Design reviews means these reviews conduct on the design documents. Normally, the designers design the HLD document and LLD document, right? So, the software will be designed in the form of diagrams and pictures, and those design documents will review by designers. So, next, code reviews. What is the meaning of code review? Sometimes code also will review whatever the developer written the code, that can also be reviewed by the developers. Okay, what is the test plan reviews? So even testing part testers also do some kind of reviews. So whatever the document they created, and those documents are also reviewed by testers, like test plan review, test cases review. Sometimes we can defect also reviewed, like how many defects we raise, how many defects we fix, how many defects still open. We can also review the defects. Normally, we are focusing on the documentation, whether it is correct or not, to ensure the documentation, to ensure the document, the correctness or completeness. Review can be done by anyone in their team, right? Testers, developers, managers, anybody can do the review. That is all about the simple review concept. Okay. Now understand what is the meaning of review, and what are the types of reviews that we are going to conduct.
Yeah, I understand.
So now walkthrough. Walkthrough means sometimes we also do some walkthrough, and this is on also mainly focus on the documents. Okay. So see, first thing is review means we can review by single person or multiple person reviewed. So review, that's why I'm saying, if I'm a developer, I'm a single person. If I'm a tester, I'm a single person. Sometimes single or multiple persons also reviewed. Reviewed can be done by anyone, be you team developer, testers, anybody. So when coming to walkthrough, it mainly focus on the documents. So it is a kind of review. It is also a kind of review which is informal review. Okay, what is the meaning of informal? So informal means we don't have a specific plan. When we don't have a specific meeting, invitation, and nothing, whenever we want to do, we can go through walkthrough. So it is kind of informal review. Okay. See, it informal means there will not be any proper plan. There will not be any schedule at any time, at any place. That time we can go through walkthrough. So what is formal means? Formal means we have to be some plan. We have to some invitation to the team. Invite all the team members at particular point of time. That is formal. I'm telling, I'm repeating again what is informal and formal. Informal means when we don't have any proper plan, when we don't have any scheduled meetings, invitations, nothing. That time we can go walk through. So what is formal means we have to be some plan, some invitation to the team, invite all the team members, particular time, particular place. That is called formal. Okay. So next point is author. Author reads the documents or code and discuss with the peers, right? So what is author? Who is author? So author means whoever created the document. Author means he is the main person in walkthrough. He will read the document and verify it and discuss with the rest of the people. That is author. So author means whoever created the document, and whoever created the document, that is the main person in walkthrough, and that main person read the document and verified and discussed with the rest of the people. Okay. So for example, I prepared the document. I just go through each and every step and explain to you what exactly their contents. This is called walkthrough. See, when walkthrough, there are 2 or 3 peoples reviewed. One is author, others listening peoples. And listening peoples, what they will do? Trying to understand. So what is the third point? It's not pre-planned and can be done whenever required. So what is the, I said pre-plan. Okay, pre-plan means informal review. Okay, already not pre-planned means informal review. It's not, it's informal. Okay, informal review and can be done whenever required. For example, you have created some test plan, you have created some test cases, right? And those you have to review yourself. You will review the document with the team. That is called walkthrough. And fourth point is also walkthrough doesn't have minutes of the meet. So normally when we conduct the meetings in a company, we will note down all the points. So here I mentioned uh, peers. Peers means peers. Did you listen whenever here peers? So peers means who is working along with you. Okay, that is the meaning of fourth point. Walkthrough doesn't have minutes of the meeting. When we conduct the meetings in a company, we should note down all the points. Clear, right? Walkthrough.
Yeah, it's clear.
So now when coming to inspection, so inspection means more formal. Walkthrough means informal review. Inspection means formal review. So I already discussed with you what is formal. So formal means when we have some plan, when we have invitation for team, invite to the team members at particular place at particular time. That is formal. So it is a most formal review, a review type like so we have to send to the team members in the form of email. Okay. So on particular time. So we have to send the team members means what? Not only testers, sometimes developers, managers also. So here 3 peoples involved in inspection. What are those? So reader, writer, moderator plus consent. I mean, moderator or consent both are same. So what I'm saying, one type of reader means author of the document. Second type, what is the second type? Writer. Writer means note down the questions, issues, etc. Okay, that person will note down the questions, issues, etc. What is the third type? Moderator. Moderator means what? First, what is the meaning of moderator? Organizer. Organizer means meetings organizer. So mediator between author and rest of the team. Okay, inspection, there are 3 people are involved. One is reader, writer, moderator. Reader means who is the author of the document. So second type means writer. Those persons note down the questions or issues. And third type is moderator. Moderator means mediator between author and rest of the people. That person organize the meeting between author and people. Okay. So inspection will have a proper schedule which will be intimated via email to the concerned developer or tester. So because, see, why I'm saying it? Because it is more formal meeting, right? Before we have to plan, we have to send a mail to the team, invite them on particular time, and also note down the minutes of meeting. Right? Clear? You want me to repeat once again?
No, continue.
Yeah. So next, up to that you are clear, right?
Yeah,
And
clear.
here also very clear. And next we will discuss what is QA, QC, and QE. Okay. Shall we discuss today or tomorrow? You tell me.
Yeah, tomorrow we will discuss.
Tomorrow? Sure?
Sure.
Yeah. So because it will go if I discuss this topic, what is QA and QC, right? And it will take 20 to 25 minutes. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll discuss of Q and QC.
Yeah. After that, we will discuss. Wait. Already we know about what is the white box testing and the black box testing. And here levels of testing. There are 4 levels of testing: unit testing techniques, and this is fifth document, right? So next, integration testing, types of integration testing, non-incremental. There are number of topics are there that we will see in further sessions. So till now you are clear, right?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So shall we continue in tomorrow session?
Yeah, sure. Tomorrow we will discuss.
Yeah. Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you, Vinod.
yeah, okay, Begum. Are you working in Selenium
Yeah, I'm
also?
working. Yeah,
Only
yeah, I'm working.
Selenium
I'm
and
working as a
Sorry.
QA engineer. Hello.
Hello.
I'm working as a QA
Hello.
engineer, Vinod.
Hello, Begum.
I'm working as a QA engineer, quality assurance.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
do you have
thank you,
any
Begum.
doubts?
Tomorrow we'll discuss.
Yeah, sure. Good night. Take care, Vinod.
Bye.
Bye.